Hey everyone, welcome to Journey with Josiah. Today I'm joining you from Detroit, Michigan at Metropolitan Wayne County Airport. This morning I'll be hopping on a Delta connection flight to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Delta and its partners Aeromexico, Air France, and WestJet use the McNamara terminal at Detroit Airport. You can pick up boarding passes and print checked bag tags at one of the many kiosks in the departure hall. You can see here that Delta offered to check my carry-on for free. This is something that I have found them to almost always offer if you're flying on a regional flight. That is a Delta connection flight, and it's fully booked. It's definitely something that I appreciate and take advantage of often, but don't always expect it to be the case on your flight. Delta, like the other two airlines in the United States, American and United, only give you a free carry-on bag and personal item with an economy class ticket. Checked bags cost $35, but unlike American and United, that fee does not increase to $45 if you decide to pay at the airport rather than online. It's a little bit tough to see, but our aircraft is a 5-year-old CRJ-900 originally delivered new to SkyWest, who operates the plane for Delta in 2018. One of the many great perks of flying with Delta is that not only can you track your checked baggage, but they also text notifications of its status to you throughout your travel day. Every time I've flown a regional jet with Delta, they do ask you to gate check rolling suitcases, claiming that they do not fit in the overhead bins. You then have to wait for them in the jet bridge after landing to bring them to you. As you'll see once we're on board, these suitcases do indeed fit, but they just take up a lot of room. That's why Delta tries to gate check as many as possible. So I'll advise you with this: if you have a tight connection, you may want to consider just bringing it on board with you, but keep in mind that they may require you to gate check it even if you don't want to. Welcome aboard Delta's CRJ-900. On this specific plane, Delta has 70 seats on board. There's 12 up in first class in a 1-2 configuration, 20 in Comfort Plus, and 38 in main cabin, which I call economy class, both in a 2-2 configuration. Today I'm sitting in 18A in the back of the plane. The seats feature a big tray table, and a seatback pocket with a safety card and an air sickness bag. The legroom I had on this flight was the best I have ever had in economy class. So I'd say if you want to upgrade to Comfort Plus just for extra legroom, there's no need to do it. If and only if you're on a CRJ-900 with 19 rows instead of 20, like I am. But getting back to the seat, you can see here that the recline is not very good, typical for a regional jet. But I will say that the headrests are very nice and comfortable. The overhead panels do have air vents and reading lights. And last but not least, between the seats in front of you there is a power outlet and USB ports. Our quick hop east today is about 350 miles and will take an hour and 20 minutes. Delta claims that fast and free Wi-Fi is on the way, which is pretty revolutionary, but that's not the case on the CRJ-900s for now. You'll get access to their very nice free video streaming service, but Wi-Fi itself is still a fee. On this flight it was $7 for 1 hour, which is still cheaper than American and United. Our snack options today were almonds, granola bars, Biscoff cookies, and sun chips. The flight attendants claimed that because the flight is shorter, the beverage service would have to be limited, so we were only offered water, tea, or coffee. I went with the almonds and a cup of tea today. Let me quickly go over my thoughts on this Delta Airlines regional flight from Detroit to Harrisburg. Regional flights and jets in general get a bad rap, but I think Delta has made their CRJ-900 to be one of the most comfortable regional jet experiences you can find in the United States. The plane is not only modern with Wi-Fi connectivity and charging ports, but the comfort is phenomenal with the great legroom on CRJ-900s with 19 rows. The crew were cheery and kept passengers comfortable. My only criticism is that the airline is really just trying to save a quick buck with the limited drink service. There was plenty of time for the crew to at least pass out cans of soda during the flight. I've been on American Airlines flights that were shorter than this, and I still got the normal beverage offerings. But overall, Delta provides the best regional experience you can get out of Harrisburg and is my #1 choice for my Michigan to Pennsylvania commutes. Welcome to Harrisburg. Thank you so much for checking out this review. I hope you found it helpful. If there's any questions that you have, please feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll get back to you as quick as possible. It would be great if you could also give me a follow on my Instagram. It's @JourneyingWithJosiah and I put a link to it in this video's description. I also wanted to wish you a happy belated Easter. I'll see you all soon. Take care, God bless, and keep flying.
It's our pleasure to welcome you to